Okay, we're recording now. Good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are joining us from. So, today we'll be talking about cinematic dialogue animation using Cloud AI Wix, Grok, and CapCut with dynamic camera angles. So, what is a dialogue? A dialogue basically is when two or more characters are actually conversing. Most of you have seen all these African folk tales where the characters are talking. That what's it called? That's a dialogue animation. A monologue is when just one character is talking, right? A narration is whereby the characters are not talking, but somebody is telling the story. So even African folk tales, most of the videos they are narration videos, meaning that somebody is telling the story. The characters are not basically talking; they are just acting out what is happening as somebody is telling the story. Okay, but today we are not doing that. We are doing dialogue animation, meaning that our characters are going to speak. If we want them to cry, they are going to cry. If we want them to be sad, they are going to be sad. If we want them to be happy, we are going to make them to be happy while they are speaking. All right. So before we even get to that point, mind you, I don't want all those questions right now. Everybody, hold on with your questions. Hold on with your questions. Hold on with your questions. Every one of you. I don't want to see all those messages. Please, let's hold on. Let's not get ourselves distracted. Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? Okay, let's proceed. I was talking about dialogue. Dialogue is where one or two characters are actually speaking. And please, every one of you, so far as you are in this class, once I ask, are we together? Once I ask, are you following? Whether you are following or you're not, you must respond. If you're not following, you tell us you're not following so that we can explain. All right? But don't try to bring in questions that don't relate to what we are learning for today. Please, at the end of the class too, I'm going to create our time to answer your questions. All right. So, pro level cinematic dialogue animation, that's what we are doing today. Let's get to the next. All right. So, I'm also going to explain why camera angles, why having different camera angles is very, very important in what we are doing. Why it's important in what we are doing, why it's important in creating dialogue animation. Emotional tone, right? Camera angles subtly shape the emotional resonance of a scene, guiding the viewer's feeling and perceptions. As we are creating AI videos, as we are creating faceless videos for YouTube, whatever niche we are in, we must know how to create emotions. We must know how to do what? Create emotions. Let me play this particular stuff you see on my screen. I'm going to play the video, right? I'm going to play the video, right? It's a video I'm working on Pablo Escobar, right? Is it like the death of Pablo Escobar, something like that? Let me see. I can't remember which of these. I think it starts with a blank screen. Let me see if it's this one. It's not this one. Let me move on to the next. Let me check this one. I can't remember how many seconds of video I've done so far for that project. This is it. This is it. Listen to the audio, watch the video, and get what I'm trying to explain. I'm going to explain further based on this. Let me put it on full screen and then play.
I killed my father. Not with a bomb, with a telephone, December 2nd, 1993. I answered the phone. 16 minutes later, the most powerful criminal in history was dead on a rooftop in Medellin. Years, everyone thought they knew how Pablo Escobar died. The manhunt, the shootout, but they don't know the truth. They don't know about the phone call, the one I should never have answered. This is the story of the last 48 hours. The story they never told you. The story I've kept buried for 3 decades.
Do you see that? This is just one character now. This is a monologue of this guy telling his story. But do you see how the beginning scene, do you see how it is? This first part, do you see how the camera is moving towards his face? To show emotion, right? So I'm trying to explain why different camera angles are actually important, and I'll be telling you about the different camera angles that we actually need to use. If your character is sad and you are using a wide shot, meaning that the camera cannot show the face of the character, you'll not be able to visually explain or express what you are actually what the video is about or what the story is about. If you watch most of my videos when my characters are crying, I make sure that the camera is close enough to their faces. Are we together? Are we learning something new today? Are we together? This is my Zoom people. Are we together? Okay, so you now see that it's not all about writing good stories. Awesome, but in addition to your good story, you must make sure that you use dynamic camera angles. Whenever your character is showing expression, make sure that you're using a close-up view, meaning that the face of the character is actually showing. Okay, I'm saying this not because I know how to create videos with AI, but because I worked for like 6 years making animation videos, and these are the things that I apply. Okay, these are the things that I apply. So number 2, viewer engagement. Strategic camera placement captivates audience, right? Draws them deeper into the narrative and character interactions. A character is angry, speaking, is furious. You must show that, right? With close-up view, there are different camera views that I'm actually going to be explaining. Some of you did not even know that there's anything called camera angles, and you're like, how does it relate to YouTube automation, or how does it relate to creating AI videos? Well, it has a lot to do with that. Consistent character framing builds audience connection and clarity, making it easier to flow the conversation and emotional beats. There's something I'm going to show us in class today that I'm not sure I've showed us before, right? How to extend a scene similar to what we do on Flow. Let's move on to the next. So what are the tools that we are going to use? Number 1, we are going to use Cloud AI in writing our story, in generating our script. We are going to use Wix for generating our characters, right, and for getting our different camera views. And we're also going to use Grok to turn these images that we generated from Wix into animations that speak, that has emotions and all of that. Dialogue animation. Cloud, Wix, and Grok. These AI tools are your creative partners for generating compelling dialogues, ensuring character consistency, and scripting dynamic scenes. Cloud AI is for what? Scripting and prompting. Wix is for scene and image generation. Grok is for animating our characters to speak plus adding camera movement. So it's in Grok that we actually add our camera movement. Okay, so we use CapCut to edit. So move to the next. Building consistent characters. Okay, one of the things we are going to do, maybe not in today's class, is to create your voice, your character's voice, to be very consistent. Wix AI for image generation. We are going to utilize AI tools like Cloud AI, 11's Lab, and Grok to maintain a consistent character voice and personality throughout all dialogue. I'll show you how to do that later on. Then scene flow. We would use Wix to build our scenes with different camera angles. Visual consistency. Crucially, okay, this is crucial, right? Ensure visual consistency. Use the same character models, expression, attires across all shots to build recognition and immersion. Now, you have a scene of 2 people sitting in that scene and they are both wearing black. Imagine that they are both wearing black, they are talking, and then in your next prompt generation they are both wearing white, or one person is wearing white and that person is wearing black. It's not going to make sense to your audience. Are we together? So you need to be very sure. You need to make sure that your characters attire, their look, and everything is consistent. If you see most of my videos, you realize that the characters are consistent. Yes, it cannot be 100% consistent, but make sure that it's what? Make sure it's very, very consistent. So we are going to talk about the different camera angles right now before we proceed to start doing the using them. So we have what we call over the shot, OTS. This creates intimacy and draws viewers into the character's perspective, feeling like part of the conversation. You have 2 characters talking. You now have a scene of, you are seeing the back view of one character and the front view of the other part of the other character, or 3/4 view of the character. Some of you will be wondering, what is front view? What is 3/4 view? Assignment number 1. Who is writing for us? Assignment number 1. I gave an assignment in the last class. Less than 20 persons did the assignments. That queen is here. Less than 20 persons did the assignment, and I'm just laughing. Less than 20 persons. If you don't practice, you will not know this stuff that we are doing. You would come to class and nod your head that you are learning, but you will not learn anything. So assignment number 1 for today. Write down 20 different camera angles that we can use in filmmaking or creating our videos. 20 different camera angles or different camera views. So we have what we call over the shoulder, we have close up, we have medium shots, we have point of view, right? So immerse viewers directly into a character's perspective, making them experience the scene through their eyes. Medium shot reveals body language and spatial relationship between characters, providing context for their interaction. Close up captures subtle emotions and reactions. So what view are we going to use whenever we want to capture emotion? What camera view are we going to use whenever we want to capture emotions? What camera view are we going to use whenever we want to capture emotions? Okay, close-up views, awesome. Yes, close-up view is exactly what we are going to use. So cinematic camera moves, so I'm going to leave this out for a while. So we have zoom, we have pan, we have dolly moves. We are going to use AI prompts to get most of this. So what is the workflow that we'll be using today? This is the ending part of our document here. What's the workflow we'll be using today? Script and dialogue. We are going to generate our dialogue and scene script using Cloud AI and Wix for natural and engaging conversations. We are going to have our character animation in Grok. So we use Grok, right, to leverage for our character expression, the voiceovers and all of that. Then shortlist planning. Plan your shortlist meticulously, apply cinematic angles. We'll do most of this with prompting. Are we together? Are we ready to get started? 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 Okay, let's proceed. One minute, please. Now let's get started. So the first thing we are going to do is we'll go to Cloud AI. Now I want one person to suggest a good story, a good dialogue story. It should not be Nigerian. It should not be Nigerian, right? It should not be Nigerian, but I want us to have like a good dialogue story. It should not be Nigerian. It should not be Nigerian. I need somebody to suggest just a topic, right? For a dialogue animation, just a topic. We are going to send the document to the group tonight alongside the class recording. Okay, somebody, the deportation of people from America. The deportation of people from America. Okay, so I think I like that. Now, if I want to create a video about the deportation of people from America, Titanic, Jack and Rose, who is this person? A food debate. People are really showing their real character here. They are really showing their real character here. Food kini. I should speed the spell. What kind of? Sorry. In fact, I have one already. The deportation of what's it called? Um, Amusement park encounter. You guys are not bringing local story here. Please, we do global things, not local stuff. Thank you. Anyways, let's go on. All people talking about food, it means that they really like food a lot. They are not showing themselves. The deportation of people from America. So now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell AI, give me, right? Give me, let me just say, 4 story scripts, right? Let me just say 4 dialogue story, topic, not topic, story. Hold on. Story angles about the deportation of people from America. Let me generate this. It's going to give me 4 and I'm going to choose one out of that. Because she wore black. She was black? Oh, maybe I'll give that as an assignment. I'm going to give that as an assignment. You guys will be the one to do that. You create like a 3 to 4 minutes video of the 60 years woman who was arrested by junior police officers because she was black. So that's going to be another assignment. That's going to be another assignment. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 here. We have 4 here. So a family dinner interrupted by a phone call. ICE has detained the father at a routine check-in. The story unfolds through fragmented conversations. The mother coordinating with a lawyer, the teenage daughter explaining to her younger brother why dad isn't coming home, and the father's voice through a jail phone calls trying to sound calm while describing detention condition. I think I like this first one. I don't even want to check the rest because the rest might be as good as this. Okay, so the first one is the family dinner interrupted by a phone call. ICE has detained the father at a routine check-in. The story unfolds through fragmented conversations. The mother coordinating with a lawyer, the teenage daughter explaining to her younger brother why dad isn't coming home, and the father's voice through jail phone calls trying to sound calm while describing detention condition. Please, tonight I need every one of us to pay rapt attention, pay close attention, right? This is a story I'm working on. Are you serious? Now let's pay close attention, because what I'm going to do today, I'm not sure I've done it in class before. Now mind you, when it comes to creating AI videos, there's no one particular way to do things. There's no one particular way to get the results. No one particular way, right? There are different ways you can get better results. Now I'm going to copy this, right? I'll paste it here. Watch my prompt now. Sorry, let me take my desk up a bit so that I can type well. I'm going to write a prompt here. I would say create a Netflix, right? I'll say create a Netflix style animation. Let me say 3D Pixar dialogue animation scripts based on this topic. The characters should be what the character should be Spanish people, right? Spanish people who came into the United States, right? Who came into the United States. So I'm not giving it context. Okay, Hispanic. Thank you so much for that. Should be Hispanic, right? Okay, should be Hispanic who came into the United States. Then I'm also going to tell it, make sure the dialogue doesn't exceed, right? Doesn't exceed, let me see, 500 words. Doesn't what? Exceed what? 500 words. Okay? Now, generates. My prompt, I said, create a Netflix style 3D Pixar dialogue animation script based on this topic. The character should be Hispanic who came into the United States. Make sure the dialogue doesn't exceed 500 words. This is going to be a shorter story. This is going to be a short story. So do you see right now is writing. Now, when I tell it to write in Netflix standard, it's going to be different from when I just tell it to just write like that. Take note of that. Whenever you prompt AI to believe there is an expert in a particular field, it will give you better result than when you just prompted it. That video I showed you guys earlier that I played, I prompted AI, I told it to create a Netflix style documentary video about Pablo Escobar in a way that nobody has ever talked about before. It gave me a different result. The result you get is based on your prompting. If you prompt AI to think like a basic 2, like a primary 2 students, right, to write a script like a primary 2 student, that's what it will give to you. If you tell it to think like Harvard professor, that's what it's going to do. Do you get? Context in prompting is very, very important. It's still writing our scripts right now. If you notice, this one is taking us more time to write compared to the regular one that we just prompt. Who noticed that? Prior to this time, by now, this script will be ready. It's still taking time to write. Everything is all about prompting, prompting, prompting. We are about 50. Wow, 55 persons here today. That's good. You guys are changing your ways. You guys are changing your ways. But I know that for some persons, this is their first class. So it's still generating everything for somebody is writing on my screen. Please, who is that? Who is writing on my screen? Let's proceed. It's turning it into a document. Never thought of this type before. AI thinks hard. Yes, it does. Right? The result you get from AI is just based on you. If you prompt it like a newbie, it's going to give you a newbie's result. If you prompt it like a professional, one of the things that you should do is about adding context. Context always. Did I teach you guys how to prompt with your voice in the last class? Did I teach you guys how to prompt with your voice in the last class? Yes, I did. Okay, awesome. I even forgot about it. Just imagine for how many minutes we are still waiting on our script. Just imagine. Yes, you get access to the previous classes, to the other classes that you've missed. You get access to the recordings. Okay, let me create document using alternative approach. It seems like the first approach did not work, so he's redoing it again. Oh my god, he's redoing it again. Not like he's rewriting the script, but it wants to save it as a document for me. So let's just be patient with it. Where's Papa? When's Papa coming? Do you see this? Now we are waiting. Let me explain the next things that we are going to do. Yeah, so watch. Do you see this? It is giving us our scripts right now. He tried the first approach and it didn't work. He's trying the second approach. So let's wait. So this is what we have here. Okay, Ramirez kitchen evening. Warm light fills a modern kitchen. Elena thought it tired but looking. Sets plates of. So do you see that? So we won't have Sophia here. Yes, it's giving them those names. When's Papa coming home? Soon, Mijo. It was just a check-in. Her phone rings. She freezes, answers with trembling hands. Elena continues. Carlos, what do you mean detained? Sophia looks up. The chapter will collapse. Do you see this? We have just a short script here. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy everything in this script. Right? Or I'll just tell AI. Okay, I'll tell AI based on the scripts, generate, right, 3D Pixar animation, right, character design prompts for the main characters in this story. Let's generate. So the next thing we want to do now, we want to design our characters. We want to generate our characters. Okay, we want to generate our characters, but before we generate our characters, we are not 2D animators. We are not 3D animators. The only way we can generate our characters is by doing what? Is by prompting. Is by telling AI, okay, I have this story now. You know about the characters. Please turn this based on this story that we have right now. Give me character design prompts that I can use to generate my characters. So it's still generating over and over again. We'll not use all of them. We're only going to use a few here. We'll not use everything that we have here. It's even giving us things for props and the rest. If you want to create a feature length film, let's say you want to create like a 20 minutes film, I bet you it might take you a month to do. Especially when you want to do it professionally. It might take you a month. When you want to create it professionally by prompting, okay, it might take you a month. So let me go back up. Let me go up here. I see we have the mother. This is a prompt for the mother. This is a prompt for the mother. So is it that this is long though, but let's just copy it and go to Wix AI. Wix AI is where we are going to build our characters. This is a project I was working on in the class I was having. So let's go back. I'll create a new project here. Let's start creating our characters one after the other. For some of you that came into this class with the mindset that, you know, you've heard online that just 1 hour you are done. Is a lie. You they lie to you. This thing takes time. All those videos you watch online that you like, oh, I like this, it's giving us Coco. What's the name of that animation? Coco Poco Loco. What's the name of that animation? Who knows that animation I'm talking about? That the guy carries a guitar. What's the name of the animation? That's what he's giving us right now. That's the vibe. Poco. Poco is not the name of the animation. You know it, but you don't know the name. Coco. Is Coco the name of the animation? Okay. Are you sure? Are you sure? So we have the mother right now. She's looking like them. Seriously. She's seriously looking like them. Now let's go on. Let's go on to the next. If you are a 3D animator, do you know how long it will take you to generate this? Do you know how long it's actually going to take you to design this character like this? You require. You can't do it in one day. You can't. Yeah, but they are Mexicans. What color is the sky? I don't understand. Is that the name of the animation? So this is the part. This is the part of the father. I think they created him when he was in jail and when he was not in jail. Who wears a ring on this hand? So here now, I would say remove the man on Jane. I'll say remove the character on Jane. I'm clicking on refine to remove this other guy here. I don't want that. I'll delete this one because he was not wearing the ring in his right hand. Hold on. So you see what we have here? Do you see this? We've taken this guy out now. So this is the father. This is the mother. I think I'll just go with I'll go with this one. Let me delete this. I like deleting whatever I'm not using. He looks too happy in jail. This class, you guys will not injure me. Which one is he looks too happy in jail? In jail. Now let's go on. Let's go on to the others. So Sophia Samari, this is your daughter. This is your daughter. This is your daughter. I'll just copy all of this, and then add it here. Generates. Let's see what's going to give us. You guys should just better stop. So this one, are they creating the two of them together? Are creating the two of them together? I don't like that, so I'll delete this. Let's go back to read our prompt. Let's go back to read our prompt. We didn't read our prompt. We just copied and pasted. It's our fault that we got that result. So teenage daughter. I'm going to copy this first one and this second one and leave the rest. Let's see what it's going to give us. Hold on. Where's our weeks? Okay, let me go in here, add it, generate. Let's see what it's going to give us. Let's see what's going to give us. Okay, I think I like this. We'll just go with any of this. Let's go on. I think we still have more characters. So right now we are building the characters. Right now we are building the characters. Let me copy this. Just add it here, generates. Let's see if we still have another character in here. I think there might be like a lawyer. There is no lawyer, no other lawyer, no lawyer. Okay, so we have what kind of mad guy is this? It's like this guy plays a lot though. I think he plays a lot. So what I'm going to do is here I'm going to say remove the background. This guy plays a lot. Why is he this dirty? So we have the girl. I'm going to choose this one. Here too, I would also say remove the background. I'll say remove the background. I want the background to be white. Right? I want the background to be white. Okay, so we remove the background here. Here to remove the background. So I'm going to delete. Let me just leave this one in case of incasity. So here I'm going to say remove the background. I'll say remove the background and keep only the character. So let's see what it's going to give us. Let's see what it's going to give us. Okay, so we have the mom, the dad, the children, right? I'll start downloading them one after the other. I'll download them one after the other. This is the girl. Let me see, download this father again. And then download this dirty boy. and the mother. We've downloaded the mother already. Now, we're not done yet. We'll go back to our prompt. We'll go back to our scripts rather. We go back to our scripts. Where's our documents? So this is our document right now. Let me download it on my computer. Let me download it. Fail to download. Our script is not opening. No. Let me open it in WPS first. Right? Oh my god. Our script is not opening. There's problem in heaven. Let me see. Our script is not opening again. I don't know why. It's failing to load. But let's try something. I'm going to give it a prompt. I'll say give me the scripts for the video as simple text. So let's see what it's going to give us. Let's see if it's going to extract it, because right now it's not giving us. There has been okay, so it's giving us our script back. Do you see that? So I have a way of extracting it without, even if I cannot access it, I'm using prompts to give it to get it back. Okay, when's Papa coming home? So what I'm going to do is I'll copy all of this now. I'll copy all of this, paste it here, and tell AI give me dialogue and camera, right, prompts for this story using the character design prompts as a guide to have the characters in a scene, in scenes. Let me not say in a scene, let me just say in the scenes. Let's generate. Now from this stuff, I'm not sure that we are supposed to even show the father. I'm not sure we might even have the father in the entire video. We might not have the father in the entire video. Okay, let's proceed. So we are getting different prompts here. Now that I've downloaded these guys together, this is what I'm going to do next. I'm going to import them as subjects inside of Wix AI. I'm going to import them as what? Somebody say people no go school, no fit do this thing. Yes, of course, you need you need to be educated to be able to do this stuff. It's not. And then understand that somebody that has knowledge in cinematography, for example, is going to outperform you when it comes to creating this kind of AI videos. He's always going to do better videos than you, whether you like it or not. He's going to do better videos than you, because he has knowledge of camera angles, cinematography, and the rest. He's always going to have better result than you. Okay, let's go back to Cloud to see what we have here. Is he generating prompts? Is he generating? Wow, is he generating many prompts here? Should have mercy on us. Let's not give us more prompts than we need. Okay, so now let's go back to the top. So we have wide shot, slow shot, whatever. All right. Okay, this scene I'm not sure. Okay, so we have the mother in frame right now. I'll copy this for prompt 1. I'll copy that from prompt 1, right? Even this, I can add it here. I will refine this particular scene, add it here. Hold on, I think we have more than one character in this scene. I did not read my prompts correctly. Let me add it here. Let's see what we have. It's too much. We cannot read it in here. Let's go back to Cloud AI. Do you see what we have? Guys, do we see what we have here? Do we see what we have here? Somebody, so we have an animator even in this group. Imagine, and you've been hiding. May God have mercy on you. So do you see what we have here? So this scene is way better, where we have the boy. We have so see, do you see one we have? We have 1, 2, and 3 in our scene. Do you see that? Though the woman doesn't look exactly the same, but she looks similar here with the same attire, you can generate multiple times most times to get the good result that you want. No, this is just one scene. One scene. We've not proceeded to another one. This is just one scene. Why does she have a leg here? Like, what in the world? Do you see the mistakes? Do you see the mistakes here? Do you see the mistakes here? We'd have to go with the one that works fine. This one works fine. This particular one works very, very, very fine. So let me show you what I can do here. I will download this scene, right? Let's just keep this scene and work with that. I'll delete these other ones that came out in a weird way. This one, the girl still has 3 legs here. This one, she has how many legs here? Right? I like this scene. This one is still good, but I don't want to go with this. I'll just remove this one. Let's keep this scene. Okay, we are still in prompt 1. Right? We are still in prompt 1 here. We are still in prompt 1. This is just prompt 1. Let's go to prompt 2 to see what prompt 2 is. So medium shot of Miguel. Who is Miguel? Is Miguel the mother? So medium shot, low angle, follow, look at Miguel, so focus on cheap tower in background. So now I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this. Right? I'm going to copy this and then focus on the boy. The boy is Miguel. Right? So I say medium shot, low angle shot at the young boy. Right? So focus of cheap tower in foreground. Whatever. Do you see this? Hispanic boy, whatever. So I'm refining this particular scene because I want to have a close-up view of this boy. Not the woman right now, just the boy. Just the boy. And I'm refining this, the little son. Right? I'm refining this particular scene to have this. If I want to have a close-up view, do you see what we have here? But his mother is not in the background now. Do you see what we have there? But the mother is no longer in the background. That's a bit of like what's it called? Like a mistake here. So I'm going to refine it, add that prompt back here again. Or let me just go back. Sorry. I'll go back. The same prompt that we have here. I'll go back here. Add that same prompt. Wearing father's oversized soccer jersey. Right? The mother. I'll just say the mother should be in the background. Right? Let's generate to see what it's going to give us. I can actually go on with this, but I need to make sure that this woman is behind him. But even if she's not there, I can still work with this. One more thing that I can do is that I can download this. Do you see what we have there? Do you see how I fix that? By just telling it, reprompting it and telling it that the mother should be in the background. That the mother should be where? In the background. If I want to have, let's say I want to have 10 different camera angles from this scene, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to save that image. Go to Cloud AI. Right? Paste that image. Paste that image in Cloud AI and tell AI to give me, I'll say give me 10 different cinematic camera angles. Camera angle prompts for this scene. Right? It's going to give me 10 different prompts that I can use to get 10 different camera angles for this particular scene. I can do that without even doing this, without going through this through this route. Okay? Do you see this? We have close up on cheap tower. Do you see this? Close up over the shoulder from the mother. Do you see this? I can copy this for example. Bring it in here, click on refine. I'll be refining this particular scene so that everything will look similar to this. Let me also tell you, AI is going to make mistakes. Most times, even if you have your prompt, it's still not going to give exactly what you want. Right? I'll be copying this prompt one after the other. Let's see what it's going to give us. Do you see this? From the mother's back view, we now have these two persons. Do you see this? Are we together, guys? Are we together? So we have one there. I can bring in another prompt here. right? Add this here, go back. I'll just be refining this one scene to get different scenes, but make sure that what you are refining is based on the story you are telling. Don't just do it for doing sake, right? So this part, extreme close-up of mother's eyes. I'll bring that prompt here, generate. If you just put, do you see what we have there? This is the part where the woman is picking up her phone. Do you see this part where she's picking up her phone? And this is possible because, watch, but we see that in this particular one, the full three was not here. But who is going to know? So this is the part where the woman is crying after she picked up the phone. Do you see that? Now, what Claude is giving to us is based on the story that we have. Oh. Claude is basically giving us all these camera views based on the scripts that we had written before. Alright, it's based on the scripts that we are written before. That is why he's doing this, because this that he's making the woman to cry at this point in time. Here she's picking up her phone here. Do you see that? Okay, do you see what we have here? So this is the part where they are eating, but this does not really look similar to, yeah, it does a bit. It does. Okay, so that is the part where they are not eating. In fact, I'm not even sure they even got to this point. Anyways, let's just proceed to do the rest. We are not going to use all of them. We're not going to use all of them. We're only going to use a few shots here. But let's get back. I just have to show you how to do that. Let's get back to our prompt. To the one that we had earlier. So we had this. Let's go back here. Was this the first one that we had? Let me see. Hold on, let's go back to our original camera prompt, please. Let me close this. Let's go back to our original camera prompt. Not this 10 that we just generated, the original camera prompt. Okay. I think we've generated, is it number 1 and number 2? We have more to go. Number 1, number 2. Let's go to number 3. Right, medium on Elena. Alright. So I'll copy this. Go back to Wix AI. This one is almost the same with what we had earlier. There's no difference here. I'll just click here, add this, refine it. So I want to get like a close-up shot of this woman's face where she's speaking back to her boy, to her son. Right, after that we'll move on to the next extreme close-up of Elena's without hands. Right, I'll copy this. This scene is still giving us exactly the same thing. So I'm going to write my prompt. I'll say close-up. I'll say extreme close-up shot of the woman's face. So let's see what it's going to give us there. Then now I'll move on to these other parts. Add this prompt. Extreme close-up of on the mother's hand, because it does not know who Elena is, whether it's the girl or the mother. Alright, AI does not know who the mother is, right? Who Elena is. But if you say the mother, it's going to say, okay, between these three, who is the mother? Right? So let me remove this part where they say the screen shows Carlo with heart emoji. I'll remove this. Add this here. So let's see. So do you see these shots? This is like a close-up shot of the woman's face now. At this point, this is a close-up shot of her face where she will now be speaking back to the boy. Do you see this part where she's picking up her phone? You see the part where she's picking up her phone? Right? They didn't show her face here, but she's picking up her phone. But now they made a mistake here, because do you see her body here? Her hand can never be in this pose. Right? Her hand can never be in this pose. So we'd have to look for a way to redo that prompt again. We'd have to reuse that prompt again to see. We'll see, refine this particular scene. Let's see if it's going to give us a different result. If it doesn't give us a different result, we might have to modify our prompt. Now, do you see how this stuff? We've not started animating, We've spent how many minutes already? We've not started animating. And we've not even gone anywhere. We've not gone anywhere. So close up of Elena's face. We already have a close up of her. Okay, let me copy this. Do you see this? I like this one better than this. This is better. This is better off. This is better. So I can do this. Add this prompt here because we already have close up of her face. But we want to start showing expression right now. Okay. Dark brown eyes, within opening, whatever. Do you see this? Then let me bring the next prompt. Quick shot of Sophia. So this is the girl. So this is the girl. That prompt did not go through. That last one that we did, it didn't go through. Right? So I'm now going to do close up of this girl's face now. Right? As a quick close up of, so let me say to medium close up on Sophia, on the girl, right? Does not know who Sophia is. So I'm going to say on the girl. Let's see what it's going to give us. That prompt that we said of the woman's face, like the woman being scared or something like that, it didn't generate it for us. It didn't generate it for us. So let's go back to copy that prompt. Tight close up on Elena's face. Right? I'm going to use this on, I'll just say on her face. He does not know who Elena is. Don't forget. AI does not know who your characters are. Do you see this? But now they've scattered the prompt here. They scattered the prompt here. Like, I'll just copy some part of the prompt and use it and leave the rest. We couldn't generate what you asked for. Please consider adjusting it. So let's go back here. That prompt, we must get it. Oh. We have to rewrite it again. Right? Tight close up on mother's face, on her face. Right? Slow push up. So let me take out this slow pull in rather. Visual prompts. Let me take this part first. Visual prompt 3D. Extreme close up. Dark brown eyes widening with fear. Let me remove this dark. Right? I'll just say eyes widening in fears. Large eyes widening in fears. Color journey. Okay. Let's generate to see what it's going to give us. Let's see if it's going to give us what we want. Now, if your prompt is against their policy, they will never allow you to generate it. If your prompt is against their community guideline, they will not allow you. Do you see that? It's still not allowing us. So we'll just use prompts later on, video prompt later on to do that. I'll delete this. I want to have a close-up shot of this girl's face. I'll say close-up shot of the girl's face in this scene. Let's see if it's going to give us a better result. So sometimes the one that Claude is giving to you might not work. You might be the one to prompt it yourself to get the result that you want. That is why understanding prompting is super important. Okay, so I want to have a close-up view of the boy when he was asking. Okay, this is the part I would use when he's asking. Okay, this part that is going to use when he's asking his mother, where is daddy? All right, so I don't want, so this one has finally generated. We'll use this one here where when they said what do you mean detained? Do you see what we have here? The one that AI was giving, that Claude was giving to me, did not work. It's the one that I did by myself that actually worked. Okay, so don't limit yourself and say the one that AI gave to me is not working, so I cannot do it. No. So let's proceed with what we have here. I'll download this scene number 1. I'll download this other one. I will leave this. So this, we can even use this part where she's stretching her hand to pick up her phone. But do I want to go with that? No, I will leave this. I'll download this where she's picking the phone. So we might never get to this part. Right? Let's download this too. Download this, and download this. Now let's proceed. Let's go to grok.com because we have limited time. Now we want to make them to start talking. Talking. Okay, if you add for educational purpose, yeah, you can add that and then YouTube flags your video. YouTube does not want to understand that. So let's move in here. We are going to bring in our first scene. Which is this one. Right? I would import it. I would import that image, then go back to Cloud AI to copy our very first prompt. I'll copy every single thing here. Add it. Mind you, once again, even Grok does not know who Elena is. He does not know who Sophia or Sonia is. It does not know who the boy is. Okay. But let's just add that prompt here and generate. Let's see what it's going to give us. So if it's giving us, if it's interchanging their action, their role, all we are going to do is that we are going to change it. We are going to modify the prompts, not necessarily changing it. Let's see what it's going to give us. Let's see what it's going to give us. This part, they are not talking. Let's see what it's going to give us. Oh no. What kind of... No, 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 no. I don't like that. But it was trying to give us a good camera view from this point. Do you see what we have here? Right? So I'm going to... I might
Ready,
work
mis
with this.
amores. Wow.
I might work with this, but I'll cut out some parts. Any part that does not make sense, I will cut it out. Let me generate it again to see what it's going to give us. So let's go back to the scene where the boy was asking about his father. Let's go back to the scene where the boy is asking about his father, which is this scene. Right? I'll bring it up here. Then go back to copy prompt 2. Right? I will just bring this here. I'll copy this, paste it in here. Right? So this is what I'm going to say. I'll say the little boy should speak in a typical Hispanic accent. Right? Then when's Papa coming home? Then animation notes. I'm also going to add my camera notes, which is how I want my camera to, to perform in this particular scene. I'll copy this, go back here, add it, and generate. Let's see what it's going to give us. Let's see what it's going to give us. Let's go back here to see what we have here, if it's better.
Smells so good.
Almost ready, mija.
My
don't
tower's
like
almost as tall.
Okay.
No. It's not giving me what I want. So I'm going to delete this. So this video, this first one, I would use
Dinner's
some
ready,
parts.
mis amores. Wow, abuelita, it looks amazing.
In a minute, Mom. Look at my tower.
I'm not going to use all the parts. Oh. I will only use
That
some
looks
parts here.
amazing.
In a minute, Mom.
I'll use only some parts here. Let's go back here to see what we have here. So let's see.
Papa coming home.
Do you see what we have here?
When's Papa coming home?
Do you see when is Papa coming home? Right? Then the next part needs to be the mother now responding to him. Right? In this particular scene. This particular one. That's what we are going to bring here. We are making them to talk, but we are using different camera angles. Because this is not a professional 3D animation video. We are only prompting it. So there are some things that you cannot even do yet. Okay? When is Papa coming home? Then I'm going to copy this part. Right? I'm going to copy this part, add it here. Right? So this visual prompt, I will take out the visual prompt. I don't need that. I don't need this visual prompt here. I'll take this part. I'll take this out. I can keep this one at the top. Then here I would say the woman should speak in a typical Hispanic accent. Right? Soon, Mijo. This was just checking. So let's generate to see what it's going to give us. So this part now, we have what we want.
When's Papa coming home?
I can still generate it again to see if my result is going to be different. Right? I'm going to do it again to see if my result is going to be different. Sometimes your second generation might be better than the first. Sometimes it's your fourth generation, your fourth video generation that might just be perfect. All right? So I'm still generating this one again to see if the result will be different. This one too, let me see.
Dinner's ready, mis amores.
We'll not use audio for this part. So let's see here. Let's see what the second version looks like. Oh, Grok has started again. Let me refresh it to see. Let's see. Let me unmute.
When's Papa coming home?
I like this one. When is Papa coming home? You see this background music? I'm going to take it out later on. So let's not bother ourselves about it. I'm going to take it off later on.
Soon, mijo. It was just a check-in.
No. I think the prompt included her. So medium shots over shoulder. No. That's not even the view that we are using. Right? So they wanted it from the boy's point of view. But we don't have the boy in this scene now. We don't have the boy in this scene, right? I'll just say medium shot with slow camera zoom. Let me just say zoom in here and then add. I liked what she said. She was speaking Spanish. Was she speaking Spanish?
Soon, mijo. It was just a check-in.
No. It was not. No. It was just a check-in. She didn't speak Spanish.
Soon, mijo.
Who is hearing Spanish here? No, that's the boy's name. That's the boy's name. Mijo. That's his name. Mijo. His name is Miguel, but she said Mijo. Right? That's what we have in our prompt here. So all the time we've wasted. We've only had 1, 2, 3. So
A
let me see.
check-in.
So watch, see.
Soon, mijo. It was just a check-in.
She's checking out this in here. Do you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I wanted to be sure that our fingers are correct, are complete, because AI can be crazy. So we have these 3. Let's move on to the next. In the next part, what are they saying? Sorry, let me go back to my script. So let's go back to our script. Very important. Let's go back to our scripts. Where's our script again? All right, soon, Mijo. It was just a check-in. Soon, Mijo. It was just a check-in. Then the phone rings. So let's look for the part where the phone rings. Vibrating on counter. So I'm going to copy this. So that scene where the phone rings. That scene where the phone rings. This one. I'll bring it in here. I can animate this Hispanic accent. Yeah, Grok is still going to give you whatever it wants to give you. If like you add Hispanic accent, it might make it to sound similar to that, right? So let me generate with this to see what it's going to give us. Let's see what it's going to give us. Let's see what it's going to give us here. While we are waiting on that, let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the next. Close up on Elena's face, right? Where she said, "What do you mean detained?" Right? We can still use this same scene here. We can
Soon,
use
mijo.
this same scene. Add it, right? Then under dialogue here, I can say the woman speaks in a typical Hispanic accent. Right? Carlos, what do you mean detained? Right? So let's go back up here. Tight up close on woman's face. On the woman's face. Let me just say on the woman's face. Make sure you read your prompt. On the woman's face. Slow pull in. Visual prompt. Extreme close up. Whatever. So let me take this out. Let me take this out. Take this out. Okay. Let's generate to see what it's going to give us. So let's go back here. So watch. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? So I can see generate more to see if but I like this one. This is good. This is good. I can still go with this. Okay. Can Kling do what Grok is doing? Not really, but I think so. I think so. So watch.
Carlos? What do you mean detained?
You see, why is she just crying the moment she said, okay? So I like that particular scene. Do you see this?
Carlos? What do you mean detained?
So we are going to start from this point.
Carlos? What do you mean
What do you mean
detained?
detained? Do you see that? Do you see that? What do you mean detained? So let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the next. So after she talked about being detained, what happened? What do you mean? What do you mean detained? Right? Clutches one soccer ball, his father's soccer. Okay, we've not even generated all this part though, because we're almost running out of time. I'm just going to turn this part into, I'm going to add a bit of just extra parts. I would animate the girl asking, Mom, what happened to daddy? All right, so this part now, I'm going to add that. That's not in our scripts, but I'm going to add that. The accent is so spot on. Okay, so I'm going to say, I'm going to animate this girl speaking in a typical Hispanic accents, right? Then in here I'm going to say mom, mom, what happened to daddy? What happened to daddy? What did they call daddy in what did they call daddy in Spanish? Papa. Okay, so let me not put thank you so much. All these people, is it padre or papa? I don't understand what people are saying. So let me just animate this. So we've gotten some scenes here. Let me see this
Dinner's
one.
ready, mis amores. Wow, abuelita, it looks amazing.
In a minute, Mom. Look at my tower.
I'm going to go with this. I'll cut out some parts here. We have that. Then I'll come to this other part.
When's Papa coming home?
I'll download this other part too. Let's go back. So we have 1, 2. Let me download this.
Carlos,
So
what do you
let's
mean
go back to
detained?
this first one first.
Soon,
Not this
mijo.
one.
Soon, mijo. It was just a check-in.
So let's download this.
Carlos, what do you mean detained?
Let's download this. I know we did it again. So let me go back here.
Carlos, what do you mean detained?
I like this one. This one is better. I like this one. It's
Carlos,
better.
what do you mean
So I'm
detained?
going to download that. So let's wait for this other one.
Mom, what happened to Papa?
Do you see that? Mom, what happened to Papa? Right?
Mom.
Then here now I'm going to say animate.
Carlos,
Right?
Soon, mijo.
I'll come back to this one. I'll just
soon,
animate. I say
mijo. It
nothing.
was just a
Nothing.
check-in.
All right. So here now I'm going to take out these animation notes here. I'll take out this animation note here and just change this. I'll say I'll just say nothing. Don't worry, it's nothing. Right? Then in bracket now I'll just say as tears rolls down her eyes. This is me just adding things. So this is not in our scripts. Right? This is just me adding things to make this video more interesting. All right. Today I'm going to give time to take like more questions. All right. So let's see. So we've downloaded this part where she said, mom, what happened to Papa? Do you see that? But I like this last one. Let's wait for these other ones to come on. While we're waiting for that, we'll go to CapCut to bring this other. So imagine that we spent 1 hour 30 minutes to do like how many seconds of video? Very, very funny and very interesting. So watch. So let me see. They gave us 2 options. So let me see.
Nothing. Don't worry. It's nothing.
It's nothing.
It's not here. You're crying like this. This
Nothing,
chairs is premium
don't-
Don't
chairs.
worry. It's nothing.
So I'll just go with this one. Download this. Right? It's nothing, but you're getting premium tiers. It's take an entire day to finish this. For me, it won't. It's just because I'm teaching and I'm talking. Else, I would have finished a last chunk of this. So let's go to CapCut. Bring all of them together in CapCut, and I'll teach you how to take out the background music. All right. Let's go back. Let's go to CapCut. Go back way. Let's go to CapCut. Bring this in. Turn this latest to earliest. So our first clip will come first. They will drag all of them here. So watch what we are going to have here. These other parts now, I'm going to start from these points. I'll start from these points. So watch. I'll take off the audio here. I'll drag this down. Take off the audio. Watch. So here now I'm going to cut it at this point. So see what we have. Then these points, I'm going to start this from when the boy is saying, mom, what happened? Where is daddy?
When's Papa coming home?
Right? Then he brings that down. Then here I just make the mom to start talking. So watch. This is what we have right now.
When's Papa coming home?
When's Papa coming home?
Soon,
Right.
mijo. It was just a check-in.
You see that? I'll just take this out. Then she picks up the okay. Sorry, we've not brought that part where she picked up her phone. We've not downloaded that part yet. My bad. Let's go back to download that part. We've not downloaded it, which is this part. Do you see that? So this is the part where she's picking up her phone. So we'd have to bring that in. We'd have to bring that in at this point. Oh, okay, let's bring that in. And I'll drag it down to this point. So this eye is going to be
Check-in.
okay. So here now I might just start from this point. So see what we have here.
Carlos? What do you mean detained?
What do you mean detained? So let me see this other one.
Carlos?
I think I like the second one. I like the second one instead of this first one. So I'll delete this. I like the second one. So watch.
Carlos? What do you mean detained?
So I just want the phone to be in our ears already.
Carlos? What do you mean detained?
What do you mean detained? Then the girl asks,
Mom, what happened to Papa?
Mom, what happened to Papa? Right?
Nothing, don't worry, it's nothing.
Then she's going to just immediately
What
say,
happened to Papa?
Nothing, don't worry, it's nothing.
do you see this? It's nothing. Do you see that? Now let's play from the very beginning. This is full-time job, man. It is actually. Alright?
When's Papa coming home?
Soon, mijo. It was
So here I just want her to start talking once she's seen in the video. So watch.
Home.
Bring it down.
soon, mijo. It was just a check-in.
So just a check-in. Then here I will just end this. So watch.
Carlos? What do you mean detained?
What do you mean detained? Then the lady
Mom,
asks,
what happened to Papa?
Nothing.
Mom, what happened to Papa?
what happened to Papa? Then
Nothing,
read it.
don't worry, it's nothing.
Do you see this? So this is what they have. Still do you 5 to 9. Make you still a guide on. So let's just continue with. So this is what we have right now. This is what we've gotten right now.
When's
are
Papa
consistent
coming
characters.
home?
Soon, mijo. It was just a check-in.
Now, one of the things I want to do is I want to take out that background music that we have there. I'll come to audio, click on isolate voice. What it's going to do for me that in all the videos that I have, is going to take out the background music and keep only the voice and keep only the voiceover. So we're taking them one after the other. Watch here, you are seeing percentage, right? It's going to be doing that for each script. There is no voice in the first two scenes. There's a voice here. There's no voice here because we didn't want that. We don't want a voice there. So this is a scene that we have a voice. We have voice here. We don't have any voice here. We have voice here. We have voice here. We have voice here. This other particular scene, I'm going to bring in a very simple. I'll just go online and search for phone ringtone, right? Ringtone sound effects. The mom is smiling like a serious. Who is this now? You guys are disturbing me. Yep, she's like happy about it. Happy about it how? Did you see where she was sad? So let me use another phone. This thing. Okay, let me use this one. Let me download this. Then bring in our sound effect for the phone ringing tone here. So that part where our phone is ringing, maybe from this point. So watch. So you might start from this, somewhere like this. So I'll end this here. So I think what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to start from this point because there's no need tapping on the screen. So it's going to start from this point. Then at this point, it stops.
Carlos? What do you mean detained?
Mom, what happened to Papa?
Nothing, don't worry.
One more thing that we need to do to add a bit of life to this, I'll just go online and search for emotional background music. Okay, after this, will YouTube accept all the sound without copyright issues? Not all of them. Oh. Make sure that you are getting your voiceovers, your background music rather, from Pixabay, the ones that are copyright free. So let me see this one. I like this. Nobody should cry here. Oh. So let's add this. Let's add this here. Your voiceover, your background music is going to determine what is happening in your video. If it's going to be a sad story, you cannot be doing a sad story and using happy tone. You've missed it already. Even your viewers will be like, what's wrong with this person? Is he okay? So let's go.
When's Papa coming home?
Soon, mijo. It was just a check-in. Carlos? What do you mean detained?
Mom, what happened to Papa?
Nothing, don't worry, it's nothing.
Do you see this? Does this make sense? Does this make sense more than before without background music? So one last thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a bit of color correction here. I'll leave all of this because this looks a bit, I'll just increase my contrasts a bit, my highlights a bit, shadow, take it down a bit. These other whites, I might take it up slightly. Black, I'm not a professional color grader. I'm just doing my little best, my small. Let me leave it here. Take this brilliance up. So between what we have now and what we had before, which one is better? This and this, which one is better? It is better than this. You didn't hear the background sound. Let's play it again. You didn't hear the background sound?
When's Papa coming home?
Soon, mijo. It was just a check-in. Carlos? What do you mean detained?
Mom, what happened to Papa?
Nothing, don't worry, it's nothing.
For all of you saying that the woman is happy, wait, you still cannot hear the background music? You guys can't hear the background music? You guys can't hear the back? I can hear it. I can. Oh, clearly. All right. So one last thing, add caption here, and we're good to go. So let me allow you guys to start asking questions one after the other. The first 5 persons that would ask question here, I'm going to attend to them. The rest, I would attend to it on the group, please, because this is 8:47. This is my 5th or 6th class for today. So if you want to ask question, just send that hand request, and I'll bring you up here. Okay, let me view. Isaac, go on. Isaac, go on. You can unmute
Okay.
yourself now, Isaac. Yeah.
Good evening, boss.
Yeah, good evening.
I also want to appreciate your good work. You are doing well, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Uh, I wanted to ask this particular method now that you showed us today. We actually don't need 11 labs or anything, just Grok, right?
Yeah, you can just use Grok, but there's a place if you want to say I am like if you want to do over sabi, for example,
Okay.
right? You can now
Yeah.
use 11's lab. What you have to do, you create a voiceover for this woman, a voice for this woman, right? You
Oh,
create a voice for the
yes,
girl, create a voice for the boy. Then once you are done here, you now export their voices differently. Take it to 11's
definitely.
lab voice over voice changer and change it.
Yes. Okay,
So
okay, okay.
that's how you can
That's
do
my
it.
question.
That way now you would have consistent characters. Can Higgsfield do the same as Grok? Please, I'm begging you. You won't, even if it can, you will not want to do it. Do you know why? You'll spend a lot of money. you would
Mm.
spend you would spend a whole lot of money if you want to do the same thing in Grok. In Higgsfield. Higgsfield works with units.
But this particular Grok now for this one that lips speaking, does the free
Speaking,
version
yeah.
have it?
Yes, of
Does the free
course.
version have it?
Yes, of
Okay,
course.
that's good. That's good. Thank you.
But
That's
if you
my
don't want to
question.
spend money on Grok, just use a multiple what's it called, emails. But it's stressful. So Smarty Matty, you can go on now.
Yeah, hi, Coach. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I got 2 questions. The first question is regarding the Grok. So when we do the animation on Grok, it usually puts music behind it already. How do we get rid of that when we go to CapCut? I see you've done it,
Okay.
but I don't know how you did it.
Okay, so what you do is you select all your videos rather. You come to
Mm-hmm.
audio here. You see isolate voice, right? You are going to just click on isolate voice and you start isolating all of them. it's going to give you only the voiceover and take out the background music.
Okay, lovely.
So that's what it is.
The second one is the assignment before. I chose my music, my background music that I needed, but it's quite long, the music. I just don't know how to crop off the beginning part because I want the end part of the music. Is there a way to do that?
Yes. So now watch. When I got this particular music, this is how it was. Number one, it was loud. The beginning part was silent. You can see this here, that there's no
Hmm.
sound here. So what I have to do is I'll bring my cursor towards this point, drag it towards this. Do you see what I have there? If I also want
I
to
can't see
reduce
that.
you can't see it.
Yeah,
How is that
I can
possible?
see. Okay, yeah, I see you dragging it now to the left.
Yes, so I'm just going to drag this from this point. Once I get to this point, you see my cursor changes. So I'll drag it to the right. Right?
So you
I'm
can't.
cutting out those empty space. If I even wanted to start from this point, from example, I'll just drag it down here. So to do
Hmm.
background music here. So do you see that? If I also want to
I can
reduce
see
the
now you're dragging
length,
it. I wasn't. I
if I
wasn't know how to do it before. No, I can see what you're
okay,
doing now. That's fine.
if I also
And
want
how
to
did you make it?
reduce it,
How did you make
I'll
it
bring it down.
quieter?
So
Ah,
I
okay.
can either drag this down, like drag it really down, or I go to audio and reduce this here. You can see the volume
Hmm.
here. So for you to know how best to
Hmm.
do it, listen to it, reduce it or
When's
increase
Papa
it.
coming home?
Soon, mijo. It was just a check-in.
You see that? So yeah. So let's
Perfect. Thank you very
now.
much. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Joseph, go on next. Joseph is the next. Joseph, go on. Can unmute.
Um, Good evening, boss.
Yeah, good evening.
Since the class, this third class started, this is the first time attending due to some busy schedule I've had. So
Okay.
I just logged into the chat and saw everything. So I want to ask because I've had this issue on Pixabay. I
Okay.
downloaded a song in Pixabay, but YouTube said it's a copyright. So I want to know how is it that we can know the non-copyright and the copyright because it made me edit one video like 4 times
Four
looking
times.
for different yes,
Let's go
when
to
I use it,
Pixabay.
when I check, they'll say copyright. I go back and look for another one. They say copyright. So I edited it for 4 times. And still they still
Most
say
of
it's
the
copyright.
it's possible because now understand that Pixabay, some of their platforms, some of their music are copyright free, while some are copyrights. Okay, so most times don't just try to use many sound effects. And if you see, when YouTube gives you copyright strike, sometimes they mention what's it called? Um, they mention the particular voice, the particular sound effects that has a copyright. They do mention that. Okay, so you just have to take it out. But most of the time, most of the system I use is not is. So also one of the things that you should do is when you add your sound, for example, want to do emotional sound effects, emotional background. I'm still going to look for others because I know that like Firstlian.com, I think they also have copyright free. I've been using Pixabay and Firstlian. I've never had copyright issues. Okay. Sir, does the copyright checking CapCut check for both YouTube too? I doubt. But another thing is that sometimes some of you are trying to use what's it called? You're trying to use sound effects from CapCut. Most of CapCut's sound effects they are not copyright free. You can actually create your own. You can actually create your own sound effects in Suno AI. Okay, you can do that in Suno AI.
So
I'm going to show you how to do that later on. That will be part of our
so
class.
so how do you know the non-copyright songs to
Most
the
times they don't even
copyright
disclose
song?
it. That's the funny part. Most times they don't disclose it, right? One of the things that I do in for some of the channels that I create videos, I generate my own music for myself. I generate my own music, right? I can go to ChatGPT or Claudia. I tell it, this is the music, this is the kind of video I'm doing. Create a prompt that I can use in generating background sound effect or background music without vocals, or even with vocals. We are going to get to that point. Okay, we are going to get to that point. Somebody's giving a suggestion that before you download it, look at the what's it called? So let me see. I think this one, do you see this? Content ID is a digital fingerprinting system. It can be used by content creators to easily identify and manage copyrighted content. I think these ones are copyrights. You see this? You see this symbol? Yes, these are copyright content. So you guys have learned something today. All of this now has copyright in it. Do you see this? Anyone that does not have that does not have copyright in it. You see? So we need copyright free. I'm not sure even if you turn this off, if it's going to... No. So you see this? This is how you know if it has copyright or it doesn't have copyright. So anyone without this does not have. But the best way is to generate yours. I'm more familiar with Canva for editing. Can I use it? Yes, you can. See, whatever works for you, use it. Right? If Canva works for you, if Filmora works well for you, go on with it. So let's go to Nova. Nova, you can unmute and ask a question.
All right. Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
So, sir, I normally see most of this your I don't know if this question is kind of like deviating, but I normally see some of this your Pablo Escobar type of animation. Not the last one you showed us. There were some these other ones you did. So I don't know if you can like explain what type of animation is that and how we can
That's
achieve
just
such
2D.
kind of.
That's just 2D. That's just 2D, and then what's it called? I use Midjourney. Right? I was working on one today. That's 2D and just with Midjourney. It's a bit more expensive to create. It's a bit more expensive to create.
Oh,
And you use Midjourney generate the image. You use Midjourney making the animations. So that one is more expensive. I was working on one today. I can't remember.
okay. So, sir, you're saying if we use Wix AI, it will not give us that
It
type
will give
of
you
like
exactly that.
image.
No. I tried it. It doesn't give you that quality that Wix gives. Right? We are going to do thumbnail designs, yeah.
This poor boy from the slums bribed an entire nation, made $30 billion in cash, and was loved by the people he terrorized until a single phone call brought him down. It's 1975, Medellin, Colombia. A young man drives taxis and sells stolen tombstones. His name is...
But this particular one, I used Midjourney to generate the image and they animated it in Grok. It changed how the character was supposed to be. It changed what I wanted. So let me answer iPhone and then Mac AI last. iPhone 2. I don't know why you saved your name like that.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Now, sorry, everybody should take note that our class is step by step. We are not going to jump process. We'll not just skip what we are doing right now and go to thumbnail. We'll get to a part where we generate thumbnail. All right. So go on, iPhone.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, my own question is about if you want to create a content for all this ranking niche. That is my question.
Personally, I don't create videos for ranking niche. I've never created one. And one of the things about me is that I tell you what I do and what I don't do. Right? I will not just say, oh, I do everything. No. I'm not one of those people that do I don't do ranking videos. I don't find it exciting. Right? So I don't do it. And most time it has copyright issues, so I just avoid it. Ranking videos and football, I do avoid both. All right. So I'm not telling you that because I avoid it that you should not do it. Though, if you know how to do it, you can. Right. So yeah. So Mac AI is the last for today. It's 9 already. Mac AI, you can actually unmute yourself.
Okay. Good evening. Hope you can hear me very well.
Yeah, perfectly.
So today I was trying to work on like a particular video on Wix AI. So I was trying to like try and create an image of like a popular person like Messi.
Don't even try it. It's not work.
So it was not going through. So is there like a way around this? Because I
There is no
saw
way
you did a
around
video about
it. There is no.
I saw you did a video about that one period like that.
It didn't even. That was mid journey, right? But most times they will flag it. They will see. It's not about. Let me tell you. You can finally create the video and post it on YouTube and get flagged. Do you get? You can finally create it, but it's against their policy. They post it, they will flag it. So don't even bother yourself. I wanted to create a video for a popular person in Nigeria recently. They didn't even allow me. They didn't. They didn't. It's against their policy. You cannot. Mind you, one last advice to you guys as we go. I'm tired. Do not ever try to create videos about politicians. You might even get sued for that. YouTube is even going to. They might avoid political videos. Avoid it. Avoid it. Anything has to do with politics, creating content regarding politics, just avoid it. It's not a good way to go. All right, then I'm going to stop recording the class so that I can send it to you guys tonight. Then the last class, I told you guys we encountered an issue